To the story now, the government of Lesotho says it will be meeting with the South African government to discuss bilateral trade issues and challenges affecting the economies of both countries, such as illegal mining. The Foreign Ministry of Lesotho says it's aware of the issue of illegal miners operating here, saying there are ways to address the issue. Deboho Mohabi from the Foreign and International Ministry of Lesotho spoke to our reporter Pule Letshwiti-Jones during the launch of the African Union's Africa Governance Review Report in Kenya.
Well, the Africa Governance Report has now been delivered here by the Africa Peer Review Mechanism team, certainly looking into some of the policies and issues that were addressed in the beginning of the year in the AU summit, and to kind of get a sense of how far are we in terms of addressing issues affecting African countries. But of course, joining me now, I'm joined by an official from Lesotho as well within the Foreign Ministry, just to give us a sense of how we have come this far. Just maybe explain to us what this means for many countries, particularly when we look at back home in the SADC region.
No, thank you very much, Pule. We are here in Nairobi to officially launch the Africa Governance Report. As you are aware, Lesotho is one of the 6 countries that have been targeted in terms of the review to understand the phenomenon of unconstitutional changes of government. So it is in that context that we are here to officially launch. We volunteered in 2002 to give experiences and to share lessons around issues of unconstitutional changes in Africa.
There's been a concern around in South Africa where the chairperson of the ANC and of course Minister of Energy, govt, saying that it's economic sabotage, where they are alleging some of the illegal zamas are from Lesotho, causing economic sabotage in the country. What's your take on that?
As you're aware, Lesotho and South Africa are not only neighbors, but we enjoy cordial and friendly relations. And within the framework that is very clear, that is structured, that is the Binational Commission of Cooperation, which we are going to officially launch. So it is within that context that we address our issues as the 2 neighboring countries. So I think whatever the minister said is within the context that of the BNC will be discussed at the proper forum. So I would indulge you that we discuss that at the BNC. We have got what we call a security cluster, economic cluster. So whatever issues we have between Lesotho and South Africa are discussed within the framework that is structurally agreed between the 2 countries. So it will be mischievous of me, obviously, to engage on the oral minister. I think my minister, as he reiterated, it is important that Lesotho and South Africa maintain good bilateral relations and do joint operations whenever there is a need, so that we can address security challenges between the 2 countries.
But is it a concern? Does it have to be urgently addressed?
No, of course, illegal crime, regardless of the nature of it, is a concern between the 2 countries, because we want to integrate and we want to deepen the relations. So whichever black spots in terms of crime will all obviously be a concern, because it puts ourselves back in the track, but else we want to progress in terms of integration and becoming good neighbors. Yeah.
Very much. Of course, that's the official in the Foreign Ministry in Lesotho, Mr. Mohabi, just giving us a context around today's event, in which they now have launched the Africa Governance Report as well, and what it particularly means for the stability of the continent and addressing governance issues in Africa.